Battle of Mabila. Major engagements. Alabama. The meeting with Chief Tuscaloosa, October 1540. De Soto's expedition met Chief Tuscaloosa at his main village, Attahachie. Tuscaloosa was a powerful, imposing leader who refused to show submission to the Spanish. De Soto, in a fateful miscalculation, took the chief hostage to demand porters and guides. Combatants. Spanish forces, the Hernando de Soto expedition, against forces of Chief Tuscaloosa. Alabama and Georgia. The march to Mabila. Tuscaloosa agreed to lead them to the next major town, Mabila, where he promised they would find the porters and supplies De Soto demanded. Unbeknownst to the Spanish, Mabila was a heavily fortified town, and Tuscaloosa had secretly gathered thousands of his best warriors there for an ambush. Combatants. Spanish forces, the Hernando de Soto expedition, against Native American forces. Alabama. The Battle of Mabila, October 18, 1540. The entrapment and initial ambush. Upon arriving at Mabila, the Spanish were greeted with a dance and celebration. When they entered the town's central plaza, Tuscaloosa slipped into a building. The Spanish soon realized they were surrounded by warriors. A Spanish attempt to seize a native man sparked the attack, and warriors emerged from the buildings, firing arrows and attacking the conquistadors trapped inside the palisade town. Combatants. Spanish forces, the Hernando de Soto expedition, against forces of Chief Tuscaloosa. Outcome. Initial Tuscaloosa victory. The Spanish were caught completely by surprise and suffered heavy initial casualties as they fought their way out of the town, leaving their possessions behind. Alabama. The siege and assault. Having escaped the town, De Soto regrouped his full force outside the walls. The Spanish, now in their heavy armor and with cavalry, laid siege to the fortified town. The Mabilians fought fiercely from the walls, shooting arrows and throwing stones. Combatants. Spanish forces, the Hernando de Soto expedition, against forces of Chief Tuscaloosa. Outcome. Stalemate. The Spanish could not breach the defenses, and the Mabilians could not drive them away. Alabama. The burning of Mabila. This was the decisive action of the battle. The Spanish set fire to the town's wooden buildings and palisades. A fierce wind spread the fire rapidly, creating an inferno. Warriors, refusing to surrender, chose to die in the flames or rush out to be cut down by Spanish lances and swords. Combatants. Spanish forces, the Hernando de Soto expedition, against forces of Chief Tuscaloosa. Outcome. Decisive, Pyrrhic Spanish victory. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, and Texas. Aftermath. The cost of victory. The Spanish had won the field, but at a catastrophic cost. They lost nearly all their possessions, including medicine, pearls, records, and supplies. Dozens of Spaniards were killed, and almost all were wounded. De Soto himself was wounded. Most devastatingly, they estimated they had killed between 2,500 and 5,000 native warriors, wiping out a generation of Tuscaloosa's fighting men and destroying one of the most powerful chiefdoms in the region. Combatants. The Spanish expedition against the chiefdom of Tuscaloosa and the Mabilian alliance.